All right, we're just going to do a little word association here. Just say the first thing that comes to mind, all right? Milk.
Dit. Oh, mommy. I don't know why I said that. Most Indians would say cow because they are sacred in my country, but I hear the word milk and I think big jugs. You see, I didn't come to America to leave a virgin. You know, I want to, how they say, bark the porpoise. You know, I want to get it waxed. You know, take it to the car wash. You know, air dry that shit. You know, I really just want to be your assistant.
Hello, Kid. That was a whole mouthful. Actually, you nailed that opening, man.
Mouthful of jugs.
Good job.
I'm pretty sure I fucked up somewhere, but you know what?
No one's listening anyway.
It's not perfect. This podcast isn't perfect. You're fired.
Yeah. For the first time in their lives, they're glad they're deaf, so they can't hear our podcast.
Full of booze. All right, so this is Van Wilder, take 2.
Yeah.
You never heard take 1. You never will hear take 1.
No.
That got scrapped.
I mean, god dang darn, man. Going off on that tangent. It had nothing to do with anything.
We had, 22 minutes in, and I don't think we talked about anything related to the movie.
We had a few mentions here and there, but that was roughly it.
Yeah, it's a gigantic blur. But you know what? This is redemption time.
Yep.
And we're going to do this shit right.
That we are. Ryan Reynolds deserves the best from us.
He really does.
Yes. So, Ryan, buddy, this one's for you. Because I know you're listening.
Yes. We're going to make Canada proud. Yeah. Well, one of the things I do recall talking about last night is the fact that this was probably the movie that really set the tone for who he was as an actor, and that just kind of carried into all of his future roles, where it just seems like he's just playing himself in different movies.
Yeah, I can see that. It was with this role here, I mean, his sense of humor in it is a lot like, I mean, any other movie that you see with him. I mean, his sense of humor is, I think you hit it right on the head. It really, this is where everyone found out, oh yeah, wow, Ryan Reynolds, he's funny.
Where it's like, you watch a Ryan Reynolds movie, and there's really no reason to watch it again. Or you watch a Ryan Reynolds movie, and there's really no reason to watch it again. I know I just said the same thing twice, but you get the point.
Yeah. Well, if you haven't seen that movie, then go out and watch it.
Yeah. What are you waiting for? Ew.
I see what you did there.
God, I'm full of it today. We are recording at the ripe time of 7:50 in the morning.
Yes. Bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
I want to say this is the earliest we've ever recorded before. And the reason for that is change of location.
Yes, indeed. Indubitably.
Yes. Dutch migrated all the way to my neck of the woods. So there's no phantoms to deal with, no screaming children's.
Yeah, just this 1,000-year-old floor.
Yes, so don't take any sudden steps. Yeah,
I'm trying not to.
I live in an older apartment complex. You know, they gave it a facelift, so it looks nice, but yeah.
There are some things that they didn't upgrade.
Yeah, I feel like when I get into my bed at night, I feel like at some point it's just going to crash through the floor. But let's hope that never happens, because I just renewed my lease.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, but I digress. What is the most memorable scene from this movie that you can think of? Because, I mean, this came out, 2002, and I remember at the time, like, I would watch the hell out of it.
Yeah, I mean, when it came out on DVD, this is one of the ones that, I mean, the day it came out, I was like, oh, I have to buy this movie.
Right.
And I'm pretty sure that I've bought it at least one other time since then, because I've worn out the DVD itself by how much I played it.
I didn't even know that was possible.
Neither did I.
Just like getting shingles at the age of, what, 19,
yeah.
20?
So you have Sick Boy in the movie who, ever since he started going to this college, is He comes down with something, hepatitis, shingles,
Crabs.
That was his fault.
No, but what was your most memorable scene, though?
God dang darn. There's so many. Because, the one that stands out the most is just because it's kind of like we were discussing earlier this morning. It's kind of like an homage to like National Lampoon's, because this is National Lampoon's Van Wilder. So they had National Lampoon's Animal House. So I think that this movie also stars Tim Matheson. Probably has to be, I would say, one of the better factors of this entire movie. But I do love at the very beginning when this guy, I guess Matheson's assistant, is going through all this stuff, and he's like, yo, $75,000 for the yacht. And Matheson's not even paying attention. He's just like, yeah, move my 8:45 to 9:30, move my 9:30 to Wednesday, and then book me somewhere tropical, like Tahiti or something. And he's like, oh, and you owe $200,000 for the thoroughbred. And he's like, it's all right. And he's like, you writing all this down? She's like, oh, yeah, I am. And then he's like, oh, and you also owe $39,000 for your son's tuition. He's like, wait, Van's still in school? But when he shows up at the party, all the guys are dressed like girls and all the girls are dressed like guys.
Like PJs, though.
Yeah, so when Taj leads him around to the closet and he opens it up, he's like, sweet mother, my son's a fairy.
Yeah, because Ryan Reynolds is wearing like a teddy, a sheer nightgown thing. And but then a girl pops out, like a cute blonde pops out from the closet. Yeah. It's like, hey, no PJs, party foul, and then proceeds to dump the beer on his head, which I think easily could have dodged.
Yeah, I think that scene, and then the scene that just passed with it's on the scene right now, is when him and McDougal are racing for the parking spot. But I like that McDougal's driving a Mercedes, so he revs his engine, but then Wilder's driving the golf cart, so when he revs his engine, it's like, wing.
It's like that electric and motor.
So I think those are probably my memorable scenes.
And here's Tara Reid trying to be sexy. Dude, I never realized. At the time, I thought she was incredibly hot, but like looking at it now,
she's incredibly not.
Her character in general is just too annoying for me to even think that she is.
Yeah, I mean, I never saw the appeal with her. I mean, like even in the American Pie movie, like I never looked at her and was like, oh my god, hang on, I gotta go to the bathroom.
Yeah, no,
real quick.
No, because for me it was the Russian exchange student or whatever.
Yeah, Shannon Elizabeth.
Yeah. Oh my god, I couldn't think of her name. I almost
America.
Said Elizabeth Berkley, but no, that's Jessie. Jessie from Saved by the Bell. Yeah. This scene because we have Van Wilder playing in the background on mute. And this scene, because Van has a dog.
That's why I'm glad I have my back to the TV. I can't watch this scene without gagging.
I will have to avert my eyes.
And for you people that have seen it,
yeah,
the part that we're talking about.
Yeah,
it involves Bitch Monthly.
So Tara, she's trying to get a story on Van Wilder because you find out early on that he's been going to Coolidge College for his 7th year in a row.
Yeah, carry the 2. Yep. Lucky number 7.
Lucky number 7. And in the process of her getting a story, you find out that she's dating a complete douchebag who's pre-med dick.
Yeah, Richard. And then I found out his last name is Bag.
Dick bag.
Yeah, so he's a dick bag.
And he's
in the fraternity Dick.
Yeah. Delta Iota Kappa.
Yeah. Richard, you rascal.
I didn't know you were a dick.
You can't tell me that you were a dick.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Not that you had to. But to get back at this douchebag, they load a bunch of eclairs with dog ejaculate. And we're not going to tell you how because it's still a mystery. Dutch here thinks that they actually jerked the dog off into the donuts.
No, I think the dog... Okay, so I'm just going to be candid.
Yeah.
That dog fucked those donuts.
And I am on the other side of the fence where I think and I don't want to say his name because now we can actually use this as a poll question. The gentleman that you don't know if it's...
His name is Tech.
All right.
It's Tech.
All right, fine. Yes, his name is Tech in real life.
Sure, it's Cisco in real life.
His character's name is Hutch. Okay? So there goes our poll. We're going to have another poll question. Do you think that the dog got jerked off and they maybe took a turkey baster and squeezed the dog ejaculate into the eclairs? Or do you think they just held the donuts in front of him and he fucked all of them and somehow came into 6 or 7 separate ones?
Oh.
That's
I think I've had these before.
I looked. God damn it. Fuck.
I think I've had these before.
I know. Said no one ever. Yeah, it's such a horrible scene. All right. One of my favorite scenes, even though it's not with one of my favorite characters, it's actually with Pre-Med Dick, where Gwen, played by Tara Reid, makes his protein shake. And loads it with colon blow, which a lot of you might remember that from SNL. And so when he's taking his final exam, it hits him hard. And they did a fantastic job with fantastic. What the hell is that? All of a sudden, I'm from somewhere near Wisconsin.
Saskatchewan.
Saskatchewan. Hey, ladies.
Ryan Reynolds would be proud.
He would. Oh, tits. I mean, cow. Wait.
Milk.
I'm lost. Mommy.
Okay, so the colon blow.
The colon blow. Yeah, no, they did a great job with the sound effects and how his motion like really set the tone. It's like you believe that that's actually coming from him. You know, you hear the stomach gurgling, you hear the ones that are slipping out, and you just see the classmates just looking over like, what the fuck is going on over here?
What the hell's wrong with this guy? But I do like that he reverts to the C.
Yeah,
C.
Because it shows the sign. There's like no bathroom breaks. There was like a couple other rules. No cheating.
I think it was a 2-hour time limit, no talking, and no bathroom breaks. But I like no bathroom breaks was underlined twice.
Like, why?
That's the most important rule.
You expect people to not have to go to the bathroom in 2 hours?
Like, C. Which that actually reminds me of the movie Summer School with Mark Harmon. At the end, when they're doing like the final test and everything in the gymnasium, he's talking about, he's like, all right, we have 10 seconds left. And then you just see like one of the two burnout kids and he's like, C.
We've all done it. We've all been there.
Oh, we have, sir.
We've all broken pencils trying to get the test open.
Yep.
You know what I'm talking about.
God dang,
you old fogies. You.
Yep. Oh, it sucked trying to get those open.
Yeah. But
can I use a pencil sharpener? I seem to have broken my lead.
Like,
oh, really? What? How? I don't know. There's adhesive on this textbook. It's amazing.
Ridiculous.
Anybody got a butter knife?
Anything. But yeah, he runs out of the classroom and it wasn't even a classroom. It was like the gym or something. It didn't look like a regular classroom.
No, Dick was in a classroom.
Yeah, it looked like a basketball court that they just dragged a bunch of desks into. Kind of like what they did in Waterboy.
Yeah.
It's like they could have used a regular classroom, but no, they put one desk for him in the basketball court.
Right.
But no, he has to run, and his dad stops him with his dad's buddies and shit.
Yeah.
And
this kid's a dynamo.
Obviously, and like there's some kind of sense of urgency. He's pouring down with sweat.
Yeah.
He's got this look of distress on his face.
And then you have the one girl that's in there, or the one lady. She's actually really hot.
The hot assistant. Not as hot as Van's dad's assistant.
No.
Oh, God.
But yeah, no, she is amazing. But I do like it when he was like, look, Richard, he finished his final exam in only 34 minutes. This kid's a dynamo.
Yeah. But he can't take it anymore.
No.
He's like, you look like there's something that you really need to get out.
Come on, son, out with it. I was kind of waiting for him to look at him and be like, is anyone using that trash can?
Yeah. They should have.
I got a shit in it.
Yeah, he can't take it anymore. That was a pretty big size. Like, for a smaller trash can, it was actually pretty big. Like,
yeah. See, I remember those trash cans.
Yeah,
because that's what all my teachers always had in school.
Yeah.
Not that I ever shit in any of them, but
you can imagine what it'd be like if you did.
Actually, no, not really, because there would have been 34 other people staring at me like, kids. I can't do that in front of a child.
You exposed yourself in front of children?
Well, I was a child as well.
So, ipso facto, doesn't count.
Cancels each other out.
That's one of my most memorable scenes.
Yeah, this scene also is if we can get Milty into that bikini,
teeny bikini.
Yeah, it is not a teeny bikini.
No, it says it's large enough to spell the word "Save the Swim Team" on
his
the back
ass.
on the ace. These aren't tidy whities, folks.
Nope. Honestly, tell you the truth, there's probably someone's car cover that they're like, hey, we got to sew this into a bikini real quick.
They are very tight, though. Tighty readies in this case.
Yeah.
I like how when he dives into the pool, they start playing all the whale sounds.
Yeah.
like, come on.
I mean, the guy doesn't feel bad enough about himself.
I know. I hope he made a turnaround like Ethan Suplee.
I hope so, too.
Because that would be awesome.
Well, also the part with Milty at the very end when Van's in court.
Oh,
someone's lowered him down.
Yeah.
He's got the bullhorn. He's like, let Van stay. Let Van stay.
And then it just snaps.
Rope breaks. Then you hear him fall from outside. And,
it's pretty bad.
Yeah, and then, like 10 seconds later, he's like,
I'm okay. But yeah, no, I do like the scene where he's trying to get the payment plan extension with the school administrator or whatever her
What's that
job is.
intoxicating scent, Doris?
I have cats.
Meow.
Are you trying to seduce me?
What, me? No. I do like how it shows a side close up of his face, and he's like, and she just
comes out of nowhere
right over his right shoulder, and he's like, hey.
Even in the end credits, it shows bloopers or outtakes from that scene, and you can tell he's really disgusted by it. But it's like she has to know,
yeah,
that she's not exactly a looker.
Well, that's a given. I do like it when they're doing the voting on whether Van Wilder can stay or not. And then she was like, the first guy is like, I vote reinstatement. And he was like, Mr. Bag? He's like, expulsion. And then it goes to Doris, and he's like, well, what about you? And she was like, reinstatement.
Over and over. And she keeps licking her lips all awkwardly. She looks like Golem.
And then I can never remember the guy's name, but the S. McDougal, he tells him, he's like, well, either way, Van's tenure here at this college is over with. Because he's essentially the deciding vote, because you got 2 for reinstatement and 2 for expulsion.
Thus far, yes.
Yeah,
so
you're thinking, oh, God, they've had friction this entire time. Throughout the entire movie, they've had friction, so it's up to him. And then he sits there and he's like, let's see what the kid's made of. And I don't understand, why Richard's so upset by it, because it's okay, well, he just said it. Either way,
he's going to be gone.
Yeah, he's going to be gone from the college. So what difference does it make? It's not going to affect you any way, shape, or form,
At
Richard.
all.
Sit down, Dick.
He just wants him gone sooner, I guess.
Yeah, because he has, 18? And this is something that kind of always irked me about this. They never say, credits. So in school, you have, credits. Like me, I went to college for 3 whole weeks. before I came home and told my parents. I was like, I'm wasting my time and your money. College isn't for me. But I always, like me, I probably have 8 credits towards college. Like in my college, whatever, curriculum.
That's funny because I also have some lingering credits but I had to pay for my own, and that's why I had to leave because I couldn't afford the shit anymore. But I have.
Well, thanks to this podcast, you can go back because of all the dough we're raking in.
I know, right?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen a dime, but I'm sure you're squandering it all for yourself.
Well,
I don't have access to that bank account.
When in Rome.
No,
yeah, because I have a few months in college myself. I don't have any credits that translates to.
Yeah, but they don't refer to them as credits. I think they say units, and that bugs the shit out of me.
Yeah,
I can't say. He's like, oh, you're like, even when Gwen approaches Van about it, and she's like, oh, you're for the past 6 years or 6 months or whatever it was. She's like, you've been 18 units shy of graduating. He's like, wow, someone went klepto on my transcripts. Like, huh. But
yeah, I've never heard. I mean, what do you expect from Coolidge College?
Well, but even then, when he goes to, I guess, present his case to the board, and he's talking about it, and he's like, as you can see, I'm only a mere 18 units shy of graduating. It's like, it's a fucking credit,
it's
man.
Credits, man.
It's a fucking credit.
Figure it out.
Come on. I don't know how you do things in the Great White North.
Eh?
But down here in the warm South.
That totally makes up for the dog. The
yeah,
doggy donut scene.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. There were so many better choices for Gwen besides Tara Reid. Not that I want to make this a Tara Reid bashing episode, but my God, when you go back and watch this now, you realize how bad she was at acting. And her character in general just makes you want to just
vomit,
punch something. Because it's
she summons vomit to the recesses of my mouth.
Because she does that weird thing where it's like she kind of talks through her teeth and like she has that weird inflection or the affectation that snobby teenagers use to act like they don't give a shit about anything.
See, well, the thing that I
stole that from Loudermilk. Sorry.
The thing that I just never liked about her is, I mean, she sounds like the type of girl that, you know, is probably like, at least back then, was like a pack-a-day smoker. Like she has that like kind of raspy voice that smokers usually, like female smokers usually get.
Yeah, I can see that, and it kind of just adds to that kind of tone, that tonality,
right?
Where it's like, I'm not gonna take my clothes off. Why would I do that? It's not a date, it's an interview.
I'll do it totally in the middle of walking the red carpet, though.
Totes. Adorbs.
No, I mean, you hit the nail right on the head with this movie. I mean, there are so many memorable scenes to where, you know, I mean, they bring the whole movie around collectively, you know, and it also did kind of have like that, I don't want to say an underdog story because, you know, Van definitely like never in his life has been an underdog.
No, he just made the active decision to not graduate because he was afraid of the afterlife, I guess.
Yeah, life after college would be just devastating for him. So he's actively trying to stay. And when he stands up to his dad at the very beginning, he was like, "Come on, get your stuff. We're going home." He's like, "No." It's like, "I'm going to stay here.
With my friends." It's like, how childish can you be?
It's like he's 5 years old at summer camp or something.
I don't want to leave.
No. Daddy, don't.
Because it's like, I don't want to go, but then once you get there, you're like, I don't want to leave. Can't make up my mind.
But when it shows, when she goes to, I guess the student, I don't want to say the records because that guy was like, no. The records are classified. But the first guy she goes and sees, and she's like, I need all the information you have on a student that goes here, Van Wilder. And that guy sets down like 10 binders And he's like, I'll go get the rest. This is just freshman year. And she's like, wait, there's more?
Yeah, he really didn't come into his own until sophomore year.
Yeah. He really didn't blossom.
Yeah, but that other guy, it's like, well, that's just not acceptable. Like, I can't provide this to you. That's classified. Like, Jesus, get your tidy whities in a wad. Why don't you?
God. So there's only one course of action that she can take, and that's pulling the fire alarm and setting off the sprinkler system, so she can go in and get the records
with her newly acquired poncho.
Yeah,
provided by the one, the only Van Wilder,
because he pulled the same shit earlier.
So there's a couple other things that I enjoyed about this movie. Like he's trying to earn money for tuition because his dad pulled the plug on funding his unnecessary.
It is dude, it is kind of like a stab right to the heart when he's telling him. He's like, I cut off this semester's tuition payment this morning. And he was like, what? Like, why? And then he was like, sometimes you have to realize you made a bad investment and cut your losses. And then looks back at his friends. He's like, write that down. It's like, oh, God. Like, right in my heart, Dad.
Thanks, Dad.
Damn.
Oh, that chick is funny as hell, though. I don't know what she's like almost an assistant to the fraternity somehow.
No, she's not an assistant. She is in a sorority, but the sorority is like the sister sorority to their brother. So Delta Iota Kappa, and then whatever sorority she is, it's like they're brothers and sisters.
But she's got this whole collection of shirts that say something about the word dick, like the one that just flashed on the TV was got dick.
No, this chick is hysterical, though.
She is funny as hell. And then eventually, at one point, pre-med Dick uses her to get back at Gwen.
Right.
Who, basically leaves him after he has proposed to her.
Yeah, it's just
best 10 seconds of her life.
Crime.
Yeah, I mean, there's multiple times where she comes in. Is there anything else I can do for you guys? Anything?
So he ends up, with the fornication,
bumping uglies.
And then, but it's so funny because the whole time she's like, last night was totally awesome. Oh, you were so like Bonnie and I was so like Clyde.
Yeah.
Or no, she's like, you're so like Clyde. I'm so like Bonnie. And she's like, oh, wow. This and now this. And he's like, shut up. I'm trying to pleasure you. And she's like, you're right, Richard. Pleasure away.
But then she's like,
P.S. This is a totally awesome room.
P.S. Shut the fuck up. But even when it shows him sleeping with Gwen, he's just describing what's happening in a very odd way.
Yeah, I mean, the way he says it is...
He's trying to use, like, medical terminology.
Yeah. He's like, oh, God, your labia, it feels so amazing wrapped around my swollen phallus. Like, what?
Ejaculation is imminent. Like, what?
I guarantee.
But
I'm going to get there.
Oh, don't worry. I will finish. But
wait, didn't you?
That's kind of hard after only 15 seconds.
It's like, damn it, Gwenny. I'm under a lot of pressure.
What would you know about pressure?
Richard!
So that's the other... Okay, so when Van... Sorry, I'm all over the place here. When Van starts hosting the parties to earn money for tuition...
Right.
And he helps that one fraternity with the collective IQ of 52,000. Yes.
Yep. Yes. I'm sure that you're aware of our stigma. Yeah. You guys have had the highest GPA for the past 50 years.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, having the highest GPA doesn't get you laid.
Oh, damn well should.
Amen. And I don't remember it. Lambda? Is it something Lambda?
I can't remember.
Something along those lines, because he has that line like he's like, those lambdas are cool in their own right.
Yeah, I do like... I always want to say lambda, but that's Revenge of the Nerds. Damn it, I can't think of it.
It's all right.
Yeah.
You'll find it.
Yeah, it'll get there.
And at the party, it's like a disco theme thing at the skate park, which I thought was pretty cool. But the lambdas are playing video games instead of enjoying the company of the females. Speaking of.
Yeah, no, yeah, because he was like, hey, guys, what are you doing? He was like, I understand. He's like, Miss Pac-Man's got everything. You know, she's fun.
She's cute.
She's cute. She swallows. He's like, but you know what I see here? He's like, come on, huddle up. He's like, you know what I see here? He's like, collective GPA 52,000. He's like, no. I see a couple party animals that are just ready to attack. They're in attack position. And they're like, oh, come on. No one even knows we're here. And he's like, oh, please. And then he brings over
the two girls. I don't remember what their names are. He's like, but they're
like Mary and Terry or something. Like, I know it rhymed.
Who just happen to be infatuated with guys that have larger than normal medulla oblongatas. Which is funny because he says it the way that most people would say it, yes, as opposed to in Waterboy where it's medulla oblongata. So it's like Van, he actually truly wants to help people.
Yes.
And when Gwen wrote the story about it, he gets pissed off at her because he didn't want anybody to know that he was the one that was responsible for that party. Right.
I mean, because he even said, he was like, the Lambdas are cool in their own right. People just needed to see it.
Right.
So, I mean, like, he's actually a good person. Like, he's a good dude.
Solid guy all around.
The dude.
That's why he wants to help the sick boy. Oh, don't pick at that, by the way. But I'm trying to think of... and he also tries to help Taj.
Yes.
Taj Mahal Badlandabad.
Such from Bangalore, India.
Dude, this is one of my favorite roles for Kal Penn.
I think that this might really only... Yeah, I was going to say because, well, never mind, because I've seen like the...
Harold and Kumar movies.
Yeah, but I've only seen them like once. And it was kind of right after they came out. So, like, I'm not really familiar with that work.
Yeah, those are good, but I mean, I liked the innocent kind of naivety that he was able to convey in this film here. And, but then when he started gaining some confidence, like in this scene right here that's on where Van is just about to quit. He's like, fuck it.
Yeah. Yes. Fuck it. That's your answer for everything.
But he like goes off on him. He's like, yeah,
that's right. Fuck you.
Fuck you, Van. You pussy ass motherfucker.
Oh.
But you know, he tries to help him because he doesn't have confidence with women. But at that one party for Lambda, whatever.
Yeah.
Lambda.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Yeah, we're just going with that.
And he introduces him to Naomi, which is
just, I moan backwards. I love it that he thinks about it too, because he's like, yeah, that's Naomi. Spelled backwards, it's I moan. It's like
he's like, is that right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. We'll go with that.
I put in a good word for you.
But so there's that, and then he tries to actually sleep with her, and he gets all the oils and shit.
Yeah,
he like
way too much oil.
It's like a whole gallon of oil that he puts on her back, and somehow he ends up catching himself on fire.
Yeah, I know. I didn't really understand that part because he, like, you know, he goes to jump on top of her and just like basically like slip and slides right off of her, off and hits the end table. Candle falls, sets on fire. He throws a towel on it, but then gets back on her. And I think he was like, oh, this is the culmination of my being. She's like, baby, I'm about to culminate.
Which
Get
makes
over here.
Absolutely no sense. But now keep me honest.
Go on.
I'm pretty sure massage oils are not flammable.
I don't know.
Because
I don't use them.
A lot of massage places would have stuff like candles lit, and that would pose a danger. So, to my knowledge, that would have never happened. But it makes for great comedy, especially when he had to fling himself out the window into that fountain from the second
Thank
fucking
God
story.
that fountain was there.
I know. Very well placed. They anticipated this.
This is not the first time this has happened.
This very moment. Yeah. You think you're special? Oh. And I think that's probably the first time that I've seen him do that move. which he also did in Waiting, where he catches a flashback of something.
Yeah.
Or something grosses him out, and then his hand comes up, and he's just like, ugh.
Well, I think he's done it in practically almost like every single role he's ever done. I think that's his signature move.
It is. Besides just the way that he talks. And then there's really no reason to watch his movies anymore. No, I'm joking. I watch his movies all the time. And even his newer stuff. Like, I hope we actually do The Proposal. Even though that is a romantic comedy, it is a very funny movie.
Oh, yeah. It's easily one of the funniest movies I've ever seen. I didn't realize exactly how funny Sandra Bullock could be.
I know.
Until I watched that movie.
Right? I can't believe she's like pushing 60 or something.
Oh, God, I know. She has my heart. Forever. Ever since Love Potion #9, baby. Oh. Anyway, I digress.
Sandy. Go, Sandy.
We're talking about Tara Reid right now, damn it.
Oh, yeah.
Unfortunately.
We're busy bashing Tara Reid. I'm trying to think of any other... the jumper at the beginning.
Yeah, I know. That part is just, I mean, it just really kind of sets the tone for the entire movie. Because at first he's talking about Suk Lee.
Well, call me nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's getting measured for pants, but
and
you
looks
don't
like
know
he's
that.
getting a BJ. And he's just standing there, and he's like, oh, yeah. He goes, I know what you're thinking. Suk Mi, she's a little old.
But she's so good. But all you can see is from her eyes up.
Yeah. And she's like, hey, you're a pro.
Hey, look at me. Pro. But you hear a sucking sound.
Yeah.
Which just adds to it.
Yeah, she has like a blow pop or a Tootsie Pop.
Tootsie Pop, something, right?
Tootsie Pop.
Ice cold soda pop. But yeah, then you find out she's just measuring him for a new pair of slacks.
Yeah, I'm going to need these in 20 minutes. Thanks.
And she doesn't say a word.
Nope.
But I like how she pulls the lollipop out of her mouth and like wipes her bottom lip.
Yeah.
Like she was doing something naughty.
It's naughty.
But yeah, he ends up on the roof to help with this jumper situation, and he doesn't have any pants or underwear for that matter.
Yeah.
What happened to his underwear?
I think that Van was probably a free baller.
He was just a commando all the way.
Yeah, that's my firm belief.
Okay.
So, but he comes up and he's like, I know what you're thinking. First day can be rather rough, can't it, Timmy?
My name's not...
Yeah, I know. It's like, call me nuts.
Yeah, and then he looks down. Oh.
I like that he puts his hand on like the top of the back of his head. And he's like, you can't always follow this. Sometimes you need to heed to this, and starts rubbing his heart. He's like, take a look around you. And he turns around, but the kid jumps off.
Yeah, because the fire department had showed up, and they have it looks like a trampoline.
I know. I never understood those things. And I've never seen the fire department like use those things. I don't know.
No, because they have like the big inflatable thing that they use now.
Right. That is probably safer.
Is a lot safer. Yeah.
Yeah, because someone jumped off and they're like, damn it. They hit the trampoline and then shot off into traffic and got hit by that bus. Well, we tried.
That makes me think of that scene in The Office where Michael was pretending to commit suicide, but then
yeah,
he's got the inflatable children's playhouse, like the bounce house, that you can clearly see over the top of the hedges or whatever.
Oh, so great.
I can't take it anymore. But the jumper is actually played by the one, the only
Tech Holmes?
Shermanator.
Oh yeah, the Shermanator. Thought it was. Isn't his name Tech?
No.
Also?
No.
Okay.
You just think everybody's name is Tech now.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know what that kid's name is, and I don't think he's done anything else besides American Pie. Colon blow.
the mega colon blow.
It's so chunky looking. Oh, God. That's what I love about you, Harry.
Your incredible attention to detail.
But it's like, can't he taste it in there?
I don't know. Maybe it was flavorless.
Odorless.
Tasteless.
Not worthless. Any kind of dough. Well, that's all.
Damn it. It is a basketball court.
I called it.
Damn it.
See? I'm not totally inept.
All right, the poll question. What does it read? What does it read on the chalkboard in the test, in the final test? Tell us, and then we'll give you a shout out on our socials.
Which socials?
All of the socials.
All of them.
It's both.
Both. Yeah, no, on Instagram, it is at Quotable Podcast.
Yes.
And X.
No, we had to take the one off of X.
We had to scrap the X?
Yeah, we had to scrap the X.
All right, so IG it is, which is fine by me because it just makes it easier.
Yeah, because I was gonna say, I mean, one day I'll probably get the X back up and going, but I mean, not today.
But fuck it.
I was gonna take care of that last night, but I just ended up doing something else.
Ended up living your life.
Yep.
Well, it happens. It won't be the last time either. But no, that's it. Hope you enjoyed Van Wilder.
Yeah, and brought to you by the Quotable Podcast with Tech and Tech.
Oh, Jesus. We need some tech support here. Yeah, but if you haven't seen it, it's been, 20 years now? 22 years.
I mean, come on.
Jesus. So, literally half my lifetime ago.
Shit.
Yes, that doesn't make me feel old. Fucking A. Well, until next time, on that note, Quotable Podcast
out. Write that down.